Speaking of Juneteenth, I'm gonna tell you who's not a fan of Juneteenth, and that's Candace Owens, your favorite troll. So she now has called Juneteenth lame, and now she resurrected rapper Azalea Banks, who now is not having it. So Azalea Banks has sounded off, and this came after Candace Owens slammed President Joe Biden's move to declare June 19th a federal holiday, labeled it as repackaged segregation, and saying she would be celebrating July 4th and July 4th only, as she is an American. So let me ask you guys this. I saw that Juneteenth was, made a national holiday. Is this enough of a reparation for you? Because it's not for
No.
me.
No,
Here's
no.
the thing, Jason. I was going to celebrate Juneteenth regardless of what legislation they passed. So them making it an official holiday is dope. I think it's cool, but it definitely doesn't no, it doesn't do anything. It's not even. It's like one step of 30 to get where we need to go. Like hell no.
I think this is the okey doke, right? Like I understand that Juneteenth is cool, right? But them giving Black people an excuse to celebrate something they were going to be celebrating anyways seems ridiculous to
Exactly.
me. It's like I'm making a cake and I tell you I want you to bring me back eggs, and you bring me back tequila, and now I'm just drunk and cakeless, right? Like I
I
like
don't,
tequila, but I really need eggs.
after this weekend, I don't even want to think of tequila. But let me say
Sorry,
this,
Jason.
right?
I didn't mean to trigger
I,
you.
I just feel like, how hard they've come out in support of Asian Americans, the fact that, we celebrate white holidays 365 days of the year because it's still a white person's country. The fact that the Native Americans have been given all the land and the casinos and all these rights and stuff. When do Black people get real reparations? When? I don't understand it. I don't understand how this holiday, looked to some as if it was something huge to celebrate. I'm tired of settling for at least we're making progress. Like we've been here long enough, we've built enough, and we bring the sauce to this country. Why is it that we're happy for the little crumbs that they're giving us?
You know what's so crazy about you saying that is the fact that we actually have been asking for reparations and an anti-lynching bill to be passed for a long time. And instead of giving us those two things that are real and actually keep us safe in real life, they gave us Juneteenth. They said, go have
And
the cookout that we're not invited to federally. So I just think this is just an okey doke. And I'm really, really annoyed because the anti-lynching bill, why are we still not making it a federal crime to lynch people in 2021? That's ridiculous to me. That would have been more impressive.
This is the point that I'm trying to make. Why are we not talking about prison reform or real legislation to protect our communities and to make sure that our kids and our families are safe in communities that we exist with these people? I don't understand why
I know
Juneteenth
why.
is something to celebrate. I saw every one of Kamala's teeth on the news conference when she had made this announcement. I saw her molars. I don't want to know you like that, Kamala. Like, I like you and
Wow.
I'm happy that you're there, but I don't need to see your dentistry.
But
I need you to do more than that. Get up there and say, stop shooting today. Do something that we
Hmm.
can all resonate, because honestly, like Juneteenth, I don't even celebrate Black History Month because I'm Black every day. I don't need a month
We can
or
have
a
both
day.
though. We
but
can have Juneteenth
but
and laws.
it's
We can
not
have both.
it's not even nothing wrong with Juneteenth. Like Blue said, it's a media okey doke in my eyes because
Hmm.
regardless if they pass the legislation or not, every Black person was going to be in the street celebrating it. So what you do is you jump in front of it, you make it a national holiday, and you throw it all in the news like you did this. You're the reason that we're celebrating it this massively and while we're out in the streets. We're already going to do it anyway. So I felt like Blue said, it's a big okey doke, and it's also a media okey doke. So now you got the president and everybody on there going on TV like, oh, we did this such a great thing. We were celebrating for Juneteenth regardless. We did it last year, and we're going to do it next year and the year after that.
Let me tell you
Yeah.
what you can do, Joey. You can put together $100 billion package for Black businesses just for us. Just for us. Create a Black committee, completely Black, not white people Black, not white people running the Blacks, Black people deciding how to spend that $100 billion. Now we got to make sure nobody's gives it to their cousin Boo Boo and all that bullshit. But that's why you put together a
We
really
don't
good
need it.
group of people. You let it be led by Michelle Obama.
Ooh, we
Give her
like
something to
that.
do.
Wait,
She's still our first lady. I know. I'm just saying.
I
Give me
like that.
tangible things. I don't need no day off. Okay, my staff. They say, oh, it's Juneteenth this weekend. Most people are off on the weekends already. It's not even like they got an extra day of work off
I
work.
have a
You know what I mean?
question
So, like,
about that. Are white people going to take Juneteenth off? Are they
Yes.
joining us? Like, I'm so
Mhm.
confused. As a white person, do you get Juneteenth off to celebrate that The Last of Us ran from you? Like, that seems like a
Mhm.
weird
You,
flex.
you,
I need
you get
someone to
Christmas.
explain
You
that
get
to me.
Christmas. You get Christmas because of white flying around with reindeers giving away presents. Well, no, that's Jesus'
Oh,
birthday, right? Well, listen.
I don't want to. I don't want to see white
Jesus is
people
black.
celebrating
And Jesus,
Juneteenth with
wait,
y'all.
and Jesus is black. They took that from us too. This is what I'm saying. I'm tired of the holidays. I don't even care about holidays. I don't. What is today? Monday.
But
I
you
don't even
see,
know what
even
today
that
is.
right there. But even that right there, for us to go, oh, we don't care about the holiday. I care about the holiday, but it doesn't negate the fact that real legislation needs to be passed. So we don't have to down the holiday. Two things can exist because we were celebrating regardless. Regardless if anybody made it national or official, we was going to celebrate anyway. So them doing that, it's like, okay, can you really pass some real legislation that's going to make some real change? Because we didn't need y'all to give us permission to party when we were already partying.
Reparations. I'm not even African American, so I'm not even gonna get a reparations check, and I'm still fighting for reparations. Okay,
Well,
I'm
I'm
just saying
African
reparations is
American.
better.
I'm African American, and I don't want half of my reparation. I want all of it. Just because I'm half white,
Wait,
the one drop rule applies. I want all of it.
damn, that's funny
Can
as
you
hell.
imagine Jason getting the half reparation package?
Right, this is for your daddy side. Like,
I'm
that's
gonna tell you
hilarious.
who else. I'm gonna tell you who else wants reparations. That's Azalea Banks, because baby, she jumped out into the comments and had a lot to say. And this is what she said to what's the girl name? Candace
Candace
Owens.
Owens.
She said, according to this logic, on July 4th, 1776, you would still be enslaved, most likely on the verge of starvation due to all of America's food supply having been prioritized for the war, while your hands sew American flags and struggle to wet nurse some depressed 24-year-old white widow's sickly child until your nipples are chapped and dry. Next, your final descent down the stairs and out the back door where you proudly slept on a bed-bug-infested pile of hay in a 6x4 cabin you share with 4 other selves. Happy Independence Day, Candace Owens.
Well, I've always felt like Candace Owens is one of the slaves that Harriet would have left behind. So this story time of Azalea Banks actually is on track, in my
But
opinion. I don't disagree with her.
Candace Owens in a fight with Azalea Banks, like this month couldn't even be more weird. Like I'm over it. Like I don't care for either one of them. People listening, if you're listening to the podcast, just know this. Please rewatch this show after today, because when I tell you I don't even know the words that are coming out of my mouth, there are words that want to come out that aren't even a part of the conversation, because I don't even know where I am right now. I
You're
need a
tired.
restart on my life.
Now,
No.
now I'm confused, Jason, because I feel like you've been outside longer than all of us. Like you've been going on
Right.
trips. Like you've been having that outside experience. What was it that took you out this weekend?
People are excited about being outside to the extent that they just are outside for no reason. The traffic is crazy again. The
Mhm.
stores are
Oh my
packed.
God.
Nobody's wearing a mask, and I know damn well everybody ain't been vaccinated because I haven't worn a mask and I'm not vaccinated. I don't even know how the switch from COVID just went off like that. Where did it go? It just looks like playing peekaboo at
Yeah.
this point, you know? I'm telling you,
I'm
I think the thing that damaged in blue that's exhausting is when I travel to an Aruba or here or there, I'm on a beach, I'm on a jet ski, I'm chilling in my hotel bed, I'm in the pool. I'm not around the masses. People are in these streets. And then you look at the crime. Crime has gone up now because people are outside again. And people just, think about it. We have not socially interacted on this level in about almost 2 years. Yesterday, I was out and ran into Miracle Watts, and she went to hug me, and I jumped back because I have not had strangers hugging on me. I don't even like strangers hugging on me, but I haven't had people hugging on me like that in a long time.
You said you jumped back from Miracle Watts.
I wouldn't even do that. I'm gonna be
I mean,
honest.
I went back
wouldn't.
in.
Jason, you for real about this? Like you
See,
Miracle Watts?
I wouldn't jump back from her. She's soft.
No,
I
it
have.
wasn't like that. Like people haven't even seen my physical transformation. Yesterday, people were really shocked. You know what I mean? So like we've not seen each other like this, and it's really overwhelming for me. And I don't like it. I don't.
I was confused about the social norms because I'm vaccinated and had a mask on. Okay, so I'm like the teacher's pet, and I show up to the block party all vaccinated and masked up, and people were looking at me like I was crazy. They were like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Is COVID over?" I was like, "Did I miss the memo? Is COVID over?" So it's one of those things now. If you're being COVID compliant, people are looking at you crazy for having a mask 24 hours after outside just opened back up. So it's been a very bizarre time that just like that, flip the switch and it's over.
Now this might not be bizarre to y'all, but it was a little different for me. People were having so much fun at that block party. I seen someone literally show up topless, like titties out.
Were they flat? Was it small though? Were they small breasts?
Were they small? No, they were pretty. They were pretty nice. Blue, I ain't gonna lie to you. They was definitely lookers.
The girls,
it
the
wasn't
girls
like
with the small ones be out all the time. Okay.
No, they had some good hang to them. It was a nice set. I ain't gonna lie. It was a nice set. And I was just like, are we that much outside? Or am I tripping? Like, that's okay to do because we ain't been outside in a long time. We had a long debate about that backstage.
So let me understand this. So if I come to a party to rock out with my out and she can have her titties out, is it? No, I'm saying, why is that wrong? It's the same thing, right?
This was the debate I was having.
I don't really need to see anybody's wobbly bits. Like that just seems.
And I really don't need to see your titties with the little whisker on the areola. Clip that bitch off and put things down. I didn't come out to see that. I came out for my little cocktail. Now here's your hairy little areolas all in my fucking face.
Whose areolas are you looking at?
I'm just saying. I've seen a porn or two where they got that one little whisker that won't go in tweezers out.
I ain't gonna lie. She had. They were nice. I was just like, is this what we doing now? Is this not what we're doing? I ain't have the right answers.
Somebody there could have had a really nice penis. That don't mean that we want to see it hanging out.
I mean,
is it the same though? Is it the same? Because I was having the same discussion. They were like, well, somebody said backstage we need to normalize that. And I was like, do we? And I didn't know. I didn't have the right answer. I'm like, do we just normalize a woman walking around with the titties out? Is that cool? What do you think?
I think we normalize nudity, period. I think that if you want to walk with your out, or you want to walk with your breasts out, or you want to walk with your ass out, you should be able to do that. I have no issue with people being naked. What I have an issue with is when people that are naked and they try to touch you and they're not attractive.
Because the event was tight. Blue, you was there. The event, it was tight. So she had to, slide through with them things. And I think a couple people definitely got blessed, for sure. For sure.
People get blessed. When you have large breasts, people are going to get blessed whether you have a shirt on or not. I think we have to compare it apples to apples, not apples to penises. So her top would be equivalent to a male top. So those of us who believe in freeing...
No, it's not.
Let me finish. No, it's not. I believe in freeing the nip, right? So if everybody can have their nipples out, I'm cool with that. I don't want to see anybody's genitals. So for me, from the waist up, I'm here for all of it. It's from the waist down that I'm like, keep that to yourself. I don't want to see your vagina or your
problem. The problem that we're living in, Blue. Last week I apologize. I called you a street sweeper. Probably wasn't nice.
You did.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then you tagged me on it.
Because you're a street sweeper. But let me tell you something. Now that I sit here and I'm looking at you in your face, let me tell you that you are the problem. You and all the women in the show, all the women in the world, all these double standards y'all got. First of all, stop telling me that a woman's nipples and a man's nipples are the same thing. They may technically be nipples, but why can we go outside and wear our nipples out proudly without going to jail, but y'all can't? That's because y'all live by society rules. Let your balls hang. Let your titties hang. Let your mother out. Just let it flow. Let it flow. Let it flow. And stop judging. It's women who cause the problem. You talking about apples to penises. Stop hating on the penis. What the penis do to you?
Free the nipples. Free. I love nipples, and I think everybody's nipples should be out, but from the waist down, no double standard. I meant everybody, men and women, and gender nonconforming. From the waist down, you can cover it up, but free the nipples for everybody.
You know how much, let me tell you the benefits of not living up to that standard. Do you know how many relationships we all could have prevented by getting into a relationship with a no-nothing if we could have saw him from the waist down before we made a commitment?
Do you know how many relationships we would have gotten into if we could see it? Some of them are packing things that are tantalizing, Jason.
Do you know how many men could have avoided getting themselves in a relationship with a woman whose vagina needed a tummy tuck?
Oh. What? I don't even know what that means. What the hell? Yeah, I have.
Damage, you know what the vagina. Damage, do you know what I mean? Damage.
I've seen it. There's a name for it. Jason. It's called beef curtains. What you're saying? It's called beef curtains.
Beef curtains?
Could
Mm-hmm.
you imagine, Blue, the man you met at Greystone? You was gonna take him home and suck his. But if you would have knew he had cottage cheese with pineapples around the top, you probably wouldn't have got in the car.
Jason, you're gonna get like sunburn on your penis, like trying to die on this hill. Be careful; it's hot outside.
Jason,
Okay.
the Google searches you must have. Like, where do you
Right.
find this imagery?
Oh.
I'll say
Right.
this. I want everybody to do whatever they want to do, but you got to understand in life, no matter what decision you make, there's consequences and there's benefits. It's a crazy world. And that's what I was saying backstage. A lot of people didn't agree with me. I didn't care. I said, look, you want to walk around with your shirt off, that's cool. But in the real world, there could be benefits to this. You might get some free gas somewhere, some chips, some Wendy's, whatever. Get in the party for free. But there are also some weirdos out here that might touch you inappropriately. I'm not giving them a pass to do that. I'm not saying it's okay that they do that or try to do that, but it's reality. And, you know, a lot of
But
people
as
don't
a
like
woman,
that.
And
as
I
a
would
woman,
use
it
the
doesn't
same
work out like
argument
that, though,
that the
for us.
NRA. I would use
I
the
know.
same argument that the NRA uses when it comes to gun reform. Crazy people still gonna shoot people whether you got guns or. I mean, it's not the gun; it's the crazy people. It's the same thing when it
Yeah.
comes back to this topic, right? Bill Cosby and his pudding pops was touching people without them being naked. You don't have to be naked to be touched. People that touch people just touch people. So hold those
I'm
people.
happy you mentioned that too, because my friend got grabbed in Vegas 2 weeks ago. We were in Vegas fully dressed, and it was Memorial Day weekend. And this guy saw her. He's like, "I want you," and he just grabbed
Mhm.
her, and she was like, "Get off of me!" We were both fully dressed, going to dinner to go meet the rest of our friends. So even if you are wearing a beautiful gown in a nice, fancy, 5-star, expensive ass restaurant, any drunk Negro can just walk up to you and grab you because I want
Absolutely.
you. You know, so that's
Exactly.
right.
And I look at it as preventative, right? Of course, you could have you could be fully covered in a goddamn blanket and somebody might come touch you. But I tell you this, that same person that would touch you in that blanket, he will definitely be more likely to touch you if you ain't got a damn shirt on. That don't make him cool. It doesn't say he's okay for doing that. He's a fucking weirdo. I'm thinking about the protection of people. So I just want everybody to be safe. That's it.
Yeah.
Have fun.